one of the lobbies at Memorial with Diana Kanabi, the appropriate 6 feet away, to welcome you to our second episode of Seize the Day. If you watched the first episode, you know that our formula for this is to focus on a tip for wellness that helps you keep healthy in this time of crisis. And then we have an artist illuminate the subject through an artistic presentation. You know, my favorite poet is Mary Oliver, and she, in her homage to spring, was talking about herself being in the doldrums, and she went to the window and she heard a thrush singing. And then she swore that all the birds started singing with the thrush, and so did she. Listen, everyone has a chance. Is it spring? Is it morning? Are there trees near you? And does your soul need comforting? Well then, quick then. Open the door and fly on heavy feet. The song may already be drifting away. So Diana, as we think about spring, what lessons does it have to teach us for wellness?
Well, it's a time for new beginnings, and I think it's the reawakening of spring after a long, cold winter really shows us the determination and resiliency of nature to bloom again. And it certainly gives me that sense of renewal and sense of hope and gratitude. It's also a reminder that we are all connected through this earth, and that the world awakens in spring, as Mary Oliver so graciously wrote. And it awakens our sense and our spirit of renewal, because spring is the promise that life will go on and that it begins over and over again. And I think that's something for us to think about in this time. You know, it's not only spring, but there is hope, and there will be an end to this. It will be something new that we're going to have to figure out with physical distancing, I think, still for some time, but we will be able to figure it out together.
So I guess it's really good that we live in the Midwest and we have the change of seasons.
Well, I don't know about you, but when the days start getting longer and we get a little more light and we get a little more of the warm weather, and oh my goodness, you know, just the growth that is happening around us, the beautiful spring flowers and the flowering trees, for me it really is helpful, and I'm hearing from other people. And when we have our emotional support line, and we're actually getting less calls on days when it is sunny than on days when it's cloudy and when it's raining. So I think there may be something to that.
So if we lean into spring, what are 3 or 4 tips for wellness you can give us?
Well, I think it's important to ground ourselves, and as we were saying, that there really is that connection to the earth. So how can we have some mindfulness practices that help us to kind of calm ourselves down? When we're stressed, we're kind of in a flight and fight mode often, and that brings on stress hormones, and there's all kinds of neurological kinds of things that are happening. And if we can just settle down, do some deep breathing, feel really connected, it helps to calm down. I think the other part is thinking about right this moment, all is well, and I can get through this. I'm a gardener, and so getting out and actually getting my hands in the dirt is therapeutic for me. It's also a way that we can share with others and maybe help some people out. So projects maybe for families that have children, maybe helping around their own yard to pick up sticks, do some mowing, do some weeding, but also maybe going and helping a family member or a neighbor who may not be able to get out at this time. And then you're kind of paying it forward and getting it back. And so I think that can be a really good activity and a way to help. And so I think really also listening to the sounds around us. Mary Oliver was talking about that thrush, and I think I'm noticing a lot more birds. I think there aren't as many sounds in nature around, and so hearing what's going on again helps to give us that sense of mindfulness and presence. What are we smelling? What are we feeling? Do we feel the breeze a little bit more? I would encourage people, if they can, to get out into nature, do some nature walks. Obviously, again, making sure that you're being safe from a physical distance, But being able to walk outside and being able to hear the leaves rustle, see the sunshine kind of filter through trees and leaves and walking on the ground. Research shows us that that is very physically and emotionally healing, and I think we all need a bit of that right now. So
Thanks, Diana.
thank you. So we're going to turn it back to Gus Gordon from Hoogland, who will introduce this week's artists performing in a really unique collaboration. I think we'll all be pleased with what your senses will hear and what you will see through this artist collaboration. So thank you.
Diana, thank you very much. You're exactly right. This is a very unique combination we have for you today. We've asked two local arts educators to help us out. Dave Shaw on the visual side and Damien Kaplan on the musical side. And they're presenting a song that ties in with today's theme of rebirth and spring. The song is Wick from the musical The Secret Garden.
When a thing is wicked, it has life about it. Maybe not a life like you and me, but somewhere there's a secret streak of green inside it. Now come and let me show you what I mean. When a thing is wicked, it has a light around it. Maybe not a light that you can see, but hiding down below, sparks asleep inside it, just waiting for the right time to be seen. You clear away the dead parts so the tender buds can form. Loosen up the earth and let the roots get warm. Let the roots get warm. When a thing is weak, it has a way of knowing when it's safe to grow again. You will see when there's sun and water sweet enough to feed it, it will climb up through the earth a pale new green. You clear away the dead parts so the tender buds can form. Loosen up the earth and let the roots get warm. Let the roots get warm. Come a mild day, come a warm rain, come a snowdrop a coming in again. Come a lily, come a lilac, come to calling all of us to come and see. When the thing is wick and someone cares about it, and come each day to work the earth below. It will live, it will, and you must never doubt it. For all through the darkest nighttime, if it's waiting through the right time, when a thing is awake, it will grow.
So thanks for being with us for this episode, and here's your assignment. Like, with feet, fly outside, like Mary Oliver would say, and find what is wick. If you're seeing this in a format where you can press like, do so you can subscribe to this series, and share it with family and friends who might also find it uplifting and informative. And we look forward to seeing you for our next episode. Thanks.